My road isn't untraveled, it's less travel. Grab the gavel, now I got their attention. Don't try to mention about my...
Welcome back to the Kickback. I'm your host, Lex, with today's special guest, Ryan Luke.
What's going on, man?
How are you?
I'm good. Everything is going good.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. I'm happy you're here. I'm excited.
Me too. I'm back. I'm back.
All right. So, starting the new year, you came in with some heat.
Mm-hmm.
January 2nd, you dropped your PSA, letting everybody know you're not one to mess with.
What's happening?
Right? And you also were letting people know about your mixtape, X Squared, that came out.
Yes.
So tell me about that.
X Squared is like a collection of music that we've been working on for a little bit, me and my producer, T-Minor. It's a couple of other names that's on X Squared that they're just like friends, local friends, you know what I mean, that I threw up there. But X Squared is my baby, man. It's supposed to be the second installment of my first mixtape, X, the mixtape that I dropped in 2016.
Okay.
So I didn't name it X2. It looks like X2, but it's really like a play on words. Like, so when you hear me say it, I'm saying X Squared because it's really me going to another level. It's really not the second form of my mixtape. It's just me, myself, being Ryan, going to another level. That's why I called it X Squared.
I like that. So what was the process of like creating your mixtape, leveling up?
Growth. It really wasn't about music. It was about everything else. Like, cause I talk about it a lot on the tape, like going to get my first car or going to get my first apartment and doing these things and having these experiences for the first time, but not being around the same surroundings, not doing the same things that I was doing before. It just gave me a different perspective for the perspective that I already had.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. And when you was writing your tracks, getting everything ready, what was one song that you were like, I know this is gonna hit? Like, you was writing it, you was getting excited, like...
Track 6. Track 6 is called Leading Horses.
Okay, what's that about?
Really, it's about a lot of different things, but really it's about how you can overcome your struggle. There's a lot of things that go on in life that, or really my season in my life that I started to understand and see it for what it was and how it wasn't just me. Like, we're all human beings, we all sin, we all go through, we all fall short no matter what. So I started to realize what was really going on around me, and I felt like I needed to talk about it, whether that was my friends, whether that was my mom, whether that was just a girl that always rode the HRT because she couldn't afford a bus because she got 2 kids. Like, I just wanted to speak on that in a way that people could understand. Like, I titled it Leading Horses because I feel like, I don't want to say we all sheep, you know what I mean? I want to say we all horses because we mature. We were grown, we were small, but we mature and we become faster and we become stronger. We become wiser, just like a horse.
Right.
So leading someone is more so it's not saying, come do what I want you to do. It's more so just having a perspective that you actually know what's going on in your life or your friend's life or your loved ones, anybody. Right. You just understand what's going on. If they're struggling with something, just know that they're struggling with something just like you struggle with something. You know what I mean? So you just have to be aware at all times. And that's really what I'm talking about, being aware of what's going on.
That's what's up. That's relatable and that's real because a lot of times people like to rap about jewelry and clothes and that's cute.
Yeah, it's cute. Exactly what you said. It's cute.
But being real like that'll touch people.
Right.
In other ways.
Right.
And you can tell that like you really put your heart and soul.
Yeah, most definitely.
Into that mixtape because it's fire.
Thank
I was listening today. I was like, okay.
I appreciate that for real.
Yeah.
I appreciate it.
So congratulations to you.
Thank you.
And even Z104 retweeted you, right?
Yeah.
You had your post about it.
That's a first.
Yeah.
That's a first. So that was a different feeling.
Shout out to Z104.
Yeah. Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yeah. So, and it's out now, streaming on
all platforms.
iTunes, SoundCloud,
Apple
Spotify.
Music, SoundCloud, Tidal, Google Play, if you in the UK, whatever y'all stream on, like all of it. It's monetized on YouTube, so if anybody want to throw that on, any gamer tracks or, just anything, any highlight reels, that'll work as a stream also. And it only takes 30 seconds for one stream to count. Okay. Remember that, 30 seconds. So even if you play 30 seconds of a track, any track, that's equivalent to one stream. So.
All right. And it's out everywhere, so there's no excuse. People should be listening to it.
Most
You
definitely,
should support
there's
your
no
local
excuse.
artists. Like, you got it on every
There's no excuse.
platform. Like, you letting people know.
Yeah, most definitely. Because I made something that I feel like everybody can relate to. Like, and that's really my goal in making music. That's all I ever want to do. I'm not trying to make a hit. Everybody wants a hit. If you're in the music industry, you want to make a hit. You want to make money. You want to have residual income. Like, that's just what it is. But that's not my goal. I want something that when my kids turn 21, even if I make music and I don't pop, let's just say I don't pop. I have a kid, he wants to make music. I have all this music that I own, that's my stuff, that's my life or what I was going through. You never know. Like, he can go get my music and sample my music and make a hit.
Absolutely.
You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But it's his. It's his now. It's something I can pass down. It's just not something I was talking about jewelry. It's not something I was just talking about shoes. It's some real life, something that can benefit you at whatever age.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what I want to make, like, no matter what.
That's what's up.
No matter what.
Your family,
all the time.
Passing it down.
Yeah.
Real, man.
Most definitely. Thank you. I appreciate that.
For sure. And Big Sean is one of your favorite rappers.
All the way.
Right?
From the beginning.
Okay, so
from the beginning.
Lately on Instagram, he's been very spiritual. I've noticed, like he's been making a lot of videos about like being real and focusing on what's important, and he's like kind of like gearing towards like spirituality. You know what I'm saying? Which a lot of people are doing nowadays because the world, you know, it's a little chaotic right now. People are sad. People are hurting.
Perfect word for that.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so we need an outlet, and people are really gearing towards that. So I want to know how you kind of deal with negativity in a positive way.
Oh man, I consider myself a good person, and the saying is, you know, good guys finish last. So a lot of I feel like in my life, being that I put the best foot forward, or I wear my heart on my sleeve, a lot of negative things come back to me, or a lot of things that I say is given a negative connotation.
Really?
Yeah, automatically.
Really? Why do you feel that way?
Because I'm a good guy. It's not hard to know who's a good guy and who's a bad guy. It's just up to you if you want that in your life at this moment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, I feel like I deal with negativity by writing music. And I don't mean making music. You know what I'm saying? Because the process of writing and making is two different things. So I write a lot of my music, like actually with a pen and a pad, because it's just something about feeling me writing it out is different. I write in my phone, but most of the time it's on a piece of paper. You know what I mean? Just to have that feel. And a lot of my tracks, I write my real life. You know what I mean? And a lot of my tracks, I don't want to say they're dark, but they're soulful. You can feel it. Like you said, they're relatable. And that's how I want it to be. So if something happened with me and my girl, like, I'm going to say that. You know what I'm saying? Or if me and my mom can't communicate and I got kicked out the house for whatever reason, you get what I'm saying? I'm going to say that. No matter what in my track. Because what's the point of you not speaking up and telling the truth in your real life and in your artistry? Like, that's the whole point. So somebody can feel where you coming from. So when you go to a show, they can be like, yo, man, like, I got a cousin named Monte. Like, you know what I'm saying? I felt you when you said Monte got shot. Like, I understand exactly where you coming from. You know what I mean? That right there makes me feel like, all right, tomorrow I'm definitely going to finish that song. Like, I'm not going to care about what they were talking about or the negativity that was thrown my way, because you got to keep going. It's somebody that's going to relate to it.
Absolutely.
Somebody. And that's all I pride myself on. That's all I want to do.
And I think if you're a good person, good things will come to you. I know bad things happen to everyone.
Yeah, most definitely.
And if you do remain like a good person, because like you said, I can feel that you're a good person. I can feel
thank
good
you.
spirits.
Thank you.
Know what I'm saying?
I appreciate it.
I can vibe with that. And I think that blessings are already pouring into you and will continue to pour into you. So you gotta keep that in mind too.
Of course.
You know what I'm saying? Good guys do finish last sometimes.
Sometimes
they come out on top.
Sometimes,
you know what I'm saying? And you gonna come out on top.
Thank you.
You
I
know?
appreciate that.
Of course.
That optimism. I'm just saying. You have to, you know.
Always. That's how you survive, really.
No, for real. I don't think bad things happen all the time, but I think it comes in different ways for good people. You know what I mean? And that's how I really honestly feel about it. When you're a good person, you're good-hearted, like, people tend to see that even faster than somebody that's doing you grimy. You know what I'm saying? It takes a long time for, like, just say for instance somebody cheated on you. It might take you a little minute to figure out that they cheated on you.
Yeah.
But if for somebody, like, if you know somebody gets paid every Friday, and then for the last 3 Fridays you've been asking for $100 and they just giving you $100, that 4th Friday you gonna ask for $200.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because no matter what, they're giving you the $100. You like, this ain't got money. Like,
You're right. People take advantage.
People will take advantage of you, and it'll take longer for you to realize that because you're a good-hearted person. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the game.
That's true. And then you gotta, once you figure that out, you gotta start moving accordingly.
It's different now.
That's how I had to be.
Yep, most definitely.
People took advantage. I'd be crying to my dad, like, Dad, people doing this, people doing that. And he was like, Alexis, you gotta start moving accordingly. Like,
Yourself.
Exactly. That's how people are. People are gonna be people.
Yeah,
you know
facts.
what I'm saying? It's not personal all the time.
Facts.
You just gotta learn how to work around it.
Yeah, that's all.
And
that's all. Yeah, I understand you 100.
Yeah. And I noticed in your music, you talk a lot about focusing on yourself.
Yeah.
Being true to yourself, like we said, like stop looking at other people, stop worrying about what other people are doing, like look at yourself in the mirror and reflect and work on that. And I really respect that message.
Yeah, thank you.
I love that.
I try to treat my music as if it's a diary. You know what I mean? Like, so when I listen to my music or I record, I write anything, I'm not really speaking to an audience. My whole point is to make it relatable, so an audience can gravitate towards it because it's relatable, it's everyday life. But me personally, when I make my music, I'm literally making it for me, so I can put this in a time capsule. It's like a time capsule to me. Right. I'm listening to it from my stage on this day at this time and how I was feeling, and that feeling can never go away, like, because that was my actual life. Right. You know what I'm saying? Like, it could be old, it could be 2 years ago, but it's my actual life. Like, I really lived this, and it'll take me back to that moment, but it'll also teach me a lesson. Like, look at where you were. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where you were 2 years ago, struggling, like, didn't have a car, you didn't have an apartment. Now people are, I can't believe you're doing this, I can't believe you're not here now, I can't, you know what I mean? Like, look at the difference 2 years can make. Look at the difference a year can make. Just listening to yourself, though. But actually listening to yourself, your own truth, is different from somebody telling you the truth about yourself.
Absolutely.
You know, you have to be able to admit it to move past.
So. You know you better than, you know yourself more than other people on the outside looking at you.
No, facts.
You know, and I can see that in your music, and I'm like, man, this boy hard.
Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate
you love your craft.
Yeah, most definitely.
All right, so when you do need a break from music, because sometimes you need a break from something you love. You know what I'm saying? Like, so when you're not writing, when you're not focusing on music, like, what do you like to do for fun? Go to the movies? For
fun?
Yeah.
God.
Let loose a little bit.
I play 2K.
Okay.
All right, I'm a real good player. I mean, I want to say that, but everybody that's gonna watch this video gonna try to talk trash. And if you got an Xbox, that's like 33% of the population right now, because nobody has an Xbox anymore. Holla at me, because I'll run all y'all. And that's just true.
Boys in a video games.
That's just true, man. That's just true. But no, I love playing ball. Whenever I can, I play ball.
You any good?
Yeah, I like to think so. You know what I mean? Anybody that know me from the hood, they know what's up. Like, but if you don't, you know what I mean? Short, fat kid don't really look competitive. I feel you. 100%. I feel you.
Hey, looks can be deceiving though.
And that's all I'm saying. Like, I feel you 100%. But no, I hang out with the fam a lot, man. I try to be around my mom. I try to be around my sister. You know what I mean? Because, like, growing up, me and my sister 8 years apart. Okay. So, like, we really have a gap between us. So, you know, when she was there, she was like 16, I was 8. Like, there's no way you can compare that to each other. What she was thinking about was not what I was thinking about. So me and her have a relationship now that I'm older, you know what I'm saying? Even better relationship. Me and my mom have a better relationship, just being that I was the only man. You know what I mean? It's really hard to relate from a woman and a man's standpoint. You know what I mean? I understand a woman can't teach a man, but my mom did a damn good job. Like, you know what I mean? Like, and that's how I feel about it. But that's how I feel about it now. You get what I'm saying? Like, I understand that, like, having my own and being able, like, to pay my bills on my own to maintain for myself, I understand, like, why she said everything she said before. Everything that she ever told me, yelling, screaming, shit, punching me in the back of the head, all of that. Like, I remember and I understand everything now. And I try to tell her that as much as possible. You know what I mean? While she's still alive. You know what I'm saying? They give her those flowers. Like, she need that. that respect. You know what I mean? I could never pay that back. So all you can do, at the least, you know what I mean? Say something.
And I can relate to that. Like my parents, like I used to think my parents was always on me. I'm like, man, like my dad would get on me about this, my mom would get on me about that. And then now that I'm older, I'm like, Dad, I know why you said this. I get why you said that.
Yeah, I told you. Yeah,
you gonna learn, and I learned.
I told
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now when my parents speak, I listen
every time, every time. And you might not agree every time,
right?
You know what I mean? But it's okay. It's okay that you don't agree. You have to come to like that middle ground with everyone though. And I started applying that to everything, like life in general. You know what I mean? So like, just being an artist in Virginia is like super hard. Because people don't want to support people. You know what I mean?
I hear that a lot.
It's just the truth. Like, and I don't know why it's like that. It's just like that. It's just like with there's something in the water that's going on. Like,
what do you mean?
People, how can I explain it? Like, it's cool that they're having it. But you're not going to hear that it's cool that they're having it.
Oh, from other people.
No.
Yeah, people on Twitter.
You're not going to hear that. All you're going to hear is the negativity and what possibly could ruin it.
Right.
At no point in time are people really understanding like what's happening and we living in it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's how I feel about it. Like we're living in this moment. If we're living in this moment, we need to make this happen. Right. Maybe they can have it a second year. Maybe they can have it a third year. This is something that's going to change the city forever.
Oh, absolutely.
And I mean forever. And we have to understand that everybody that's a resident, everybody that lives in Virginia in the 757 area, y'all need to understand that this is going to start something else. It's an opportunity to start another opportunity. So don't keep shitting on it and it was $260. They told it.
But see, people are talking on Twitter, but they gonna be there. You know what I'm saying?
They're gonna be there.
But it's gonna be lit. Everyone's gonna be out there. It's gonna be good vibes. Everyone's gonna have so much fun.
It is. I believe that.
Come to realize that people are different online than they are in person. They can say one thing, but they're gonna do a totally different thing. We see that with the protest.
That's where I'm coming from.
You know what I'm saying? So people are always gonna talk, and they're just talking to talk. But they're gonna show up. They're gonna show up.
Of course, it's sold out.
Exactly.
It's sold out.
So, I mean,
it's sold out. But I pray that it's more Virginia people in attendance. You get what I'm saying? To represent him in that fashion.
They will.
Because they're
gonna show up.
I feel like when you pay something for it, then everybody will.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And that's what I want the talk to be, the what people are saying about it. That he's paying it forward, so now you don't know what's gonna happen. Like now that is a bridge here, you don't know what could happen. It's just like Live in the Garden is doing their stuff at Radio Ready. And now Meek Mill is saying something. You know, Timbaland is saying something again. Missy Elliott has said something. It's like, that's a bridge. And if you don't see that, then that's on you. But it's a bridge. It doesn't matter if it was for you or it was for Marv or it was for who. You know what I mean? It's a bridge. We all bridge together. Absolutely. Like, you don't have to put anybody down about nothing. If it's not your season, it's not your season. Right. You know what I'm saying? But it will be if you keep believing that.
Oh yeah, of course. And people, they gonna get it together. Yeah. You know, I think that is showing out for Twitter, trying to be cute, have fun, whatever. I don't even pay attention to
I want people to put it in their music. You know what I mean? Contribute that to the masses. And when the masses get it, then they take that and they analyze that and see what they can do with it. Even if it's 2 people out of 1,000 that turn into the Kendrick Lamars. Just see how he'll change the world.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, real.
Absolutely. All right, so this question is for the ladies. Girls, gather around.
Okay.
So, you're taking a girl out.
True.
This is your first date together.
True.
You pick her up. She hops in the car. What's the first song you play for her?
The first song that I play for a lady?
This is your first date. You're trying to impress her.
I wouldn't.
You want to play a song?
No.
Why?
I would talk.
Okay. I didn't see that coming. You got me.
No,
I'm stunned. Okay.
Let's have some dialogue.
Okay. Well, that's real. The reason why I asked that question, I'm stunned. The reason why I asked that question is because I truly believe that the type of music a man listens to around a person that he's interested in or dating reflects how he really feels about them. I absolutely believe
that's what's
that.
up.
And and I'm not saying you can't listen to trap music with your girl because y'all can vibe together, but pay attention, lady, to the music that he plays when y'all around.
It's a significance in it.
Like when you guys are being intimate or hanging out, going on a date, I pay attention to stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
So
how does that make you feel?
Well, it depends. Like, if he's playing R&B, you know, and it doesn't have to be like love, you're crying in the rain.
Okay,
type
I'm just.
music, you know
That's
what
what
I'm
I'm trying to make sure.
No, it could be like something chill. You know,
That's what I'm trying to make sure.
You know, no, it could be something chill. It doesn't have to be all sappy love. But if you playing some trap music that's like da 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 da,
you ain't with it.
24/7.
You ain't with it.
It's like okay, I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
know what I'm
I feel you
saying?
100%. I feel you 100%. But no, I would definitely have like dialogue with her. Like,
Okay.
I feel like that means something. You know what I mean? I wouldn't necessarily play music. I'm the type of person that would ask, like, would you like to play anything? You know what I mean? That's just me. Because I want to see your music taste.
Look at you, ladies.
Real.
That's a good answer.
Real.
You're a real one.
Thank you.
This was a test, low key.
Oh, all right. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to check all the boxes. I'm trying to check all the boxes.
And you have a showcase tonight. Actually, it's Saturday Night Showcase, right?
Yes.
Performing.
Yes.
You excited?
Yeah, super excited.
Yeah.
It's the first time I'm performing X Squared live.
Really?
Yes, first time.
Oh, good luck.
Yeah.
I would be there, but I gotta work.
No, it's cool. It's cool.
Work,
I need that spirit. That's it.
Yeah. I'll be there in spirit.
Yeah, most definitely. Most definitely.
That's what's up.
I hope everybody can come out, man, and you know what I mean, just support your local artists. Any show that I do, I try to make sure that is the basis for what I'm doing and what I'm saying. Like, support your local artists. Everyone was a local artist at one point in time. I don't want to keep saying that Virginia doesn't support their local artists. I mean, in general. Just support your local artists.
Right.
You could be walking every day in the elevator, down the block, at the library with Kendrick Lamar.
You're right.
Your next Kendrick Lamar, your next J. Cole, your next Chance the Rapper. You know what I'm saying?
McDonald's, you could be at Burger King.
You don't know.
And you never.
You don't know. You don't know. And as artists, like, I'm sure all of us go back and, you know what I mean, look at your favorite artist come up or how anybody came up, and just to see it, you know what I mean, to make it relatable. You know what I mean? You don't have a job and you trying to do music. It's somebody that's on right now that was sleeping in their car, like their house caught on fire, their friend died. Like, you can go and find how it relates to you. You know what I mean? So you can have that motivation to keep going.
Right.
Not real.
Okay, I feel that. And you actually have another performance. I mean, they can't see you tonight, obviously. Right. It'll be past. Right. April 18th. You have a performance
at Island Twist. The doors will be open at 8.
Okay.
Right. I'm selling tickets for that. Atlantic Records will be here. Atlantic Records will be in the building. DJ D will be on the ones and twos. And this guy named XL Livewire, I don't know if anybody knows, but he's a legendary host from SOBs in New York. So he will be here. The vice president of Atlantic Records will be here. I'm going to be about 10 artists, and I'm getting my shot at winning the Virginia Showcase here to go on tour, maybe in Dubai, maybe in New York. So also get a distribution deal and
that's what's up.
Be a brand ambassador for company, fashion company or of my sort. It just depends on if I win or not.
Right.
But most definitely, I need everybody to come out and support that. April 18th is a Thursday night. It's at Island Twist on the oceanfront.
Cool. And if they want to find out more, it's on the flyers on your Instagram.
Yeah, the flyers on my Instagram, but I also have my website at www.whoisryanluke.com, and Luke is Luc, not Luke, Luc.
And you gotta understand that.
Yeah, I understand that, man. It's Luc. It's Luke. But, you know, it's a play on words. I know a lot of people mess it up a lot, but I'm gonna make sure they know what it is for sure.
And I've actually been on your website. It's nice.
Thank you.
Who did it?
I have a friend that I went to school with that, you know, she got a degree in Google.
Oh, she hooked you up.
So,
like, it's like so professional and nice. Like your photos and the content that you had. Like, I was like, okay, I was impressed. Like, that's sweet.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, she hooked you up.
I appreciate that. Yeah, she looks out for me, man, like a lot. And I don't take that lightly, because nobody has to do anything for you ever.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So that was something that I always wanted. I always thought was like, every artist needs that. You know what I mean? Or original bio and real pics, and you know what I mean? Like a website, a real website that you can call your own. You know what I mean? And I really wanted to make it Who is Ryan Luke, because being a local artist, people don't grasp to your name. You know what I'm saying? You just looked at as another guy that raps.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So if you are another guy that raps, you know what I mean? Come find out who I am.
Right.
Who is Ryan Luke? I don't know. I don't know. Let me click that. Let me type that in. Like, let me see what's going on. You know? So.
Right. I like that. That's dope.
Yeah. Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you so much for sitting down with me. Before we wrap it up, before we say our goodbyes, is there anything you want to say to the people?
Really, I just want y'all to go stream X Squared. It's on all platforms right now. Like I said, 30 seconds is considered a whole stream, but I would love for y'all to listen to all 9 tracks. Put my absolute heart in it. And that's just me being real. I'm not saying that for y'all to go stream it. I'm not saying that because Lex sitting right here with me right now. I'm just saying, in general, I put my heart in that, man. T Minor also made 5 of the beats that are up there, 4 or 5 of the beats that are on X Squared. So y'all go check out him. That's T.Minor on Instagram. So that's my producer. I met him at Food Line before we shout out. I met him at Food Line, man. So that's been my big brother for a long time now. And that's just to say, like, strangers, you meet people for certain reasons. You know what I'm saying? He was a complete stranger to me. So to know him from my first job that I ever had to this point now, it's a blessing. You know what I mean? Because again, nobody ever has to do anything for you. I've never had to pay that man in my life. Not one time for a beat ever. He just felt like, you know what I mean? You my little brother, I see you and me, and I'm going to make sure, you know what I mean, you got what you need. You know what I mean? I'm not going to help you do anything, but I'm going to make sure you have what you need. You need to be the leader, and you need to go get it, and you need to do it yourself. But I'll be here to help you out along the way.
That's what's up.
So I respect that forever. I respect him forever. You know what I mean? Like, I'm always indebted. Really, for real.
To have him. Well, thank you so much for watching the Kickback. I'm your host, Lex. You ain't got to go home, but you got to get the heck up out of here. I'll see you next time. Peace.
Mention about my past life. You ain't know me then, you don't know me now. Culture vultures trying to be my friend, trying to bite my style. How you like me now? I had a guy tell me I'm fake, so